The Gulf of Cumbat, a vast, funnel-shaped inlet of the Arabian Sea, is in a state of constant transformation. Its dramatic tidal range, among the highest in India at 10 to 12 meters, shapes both the landscape and the communities that rely on it. Major rivers, including the Sabarmati, Mahi, Narmada, and Tapi, flow into the Gulf, carrying massive loads of silt and clay. Over time, this sediment has sculpted the coastline, forming mudflats, estuaries, and shifting sandbanks, even creating new islands. While natural, this process has been accelerated by human activity. Once lifelines of the region, these rivers are now heavily polluted with industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and untreated sewage, threatening delicate ecosystems and biodiversity. High sedimentation, while forming new land, also increases the risk of flooding for coastal settlements. Among the islands shaped by this shifting environment, Pirambet holds geological and historical significance. Once a thriving agricultural estate under the Maharaja's ownership, the island has suffered severe degradation. Initially managed as a single entity, it was later divided among private landowners, the Gujarat Maritime Board, and the Bhavnagar Corporation. This fragmented control led to neglect, and the once fertile land could no longer support livestock, forcing the relocation of over 200 grazing cows to nearby villages. Despite its decline, Pirambet remains an ecological haven. More than 150 species of migratory birds, including peacocks, find refuge here, while endangered olive ridley and green sea turtles return to its shores to breed. A unique kadi area on the island's edge, rich in sea algae, seagrass, and seaweed, serves as a crucial habitat for marine organisms. The island's diverse shoreline, shaped by different rock formations, enhances its ecological value. The Bhavnagar coastline, an integral part of this ecosystem, supports large populations of migratory birds like flamingos and ibises. The region's coastal villages rely on kharif crop farming and aquaculture, sustaining local livelihoods. However, rising salinity has rendered some farmland barren. In response, the government has launched mangrove plantation projects to strengthen the coastline and restore ecological balance. Yet, industrial activity continues to threaten this fragile environment. The shipbreaking yards at Ulung have released heavy metals like lead, mercury, cadmium, and arsenic into the marine ecosystem. Oil spills and hydrocarbon pollution, along with toxic compounds like asbestos and PCBs from scrapped ships, contaminate the waters and enter the food chain. Microplastics and paint residues further degrade water quality, threatening marine life. The destruction of mangroves, replaced by invasive Prosopis juliflora, has worsened erosion and reduced the coastline's resilience. The Gulf's strong tides spread these pollutants across the region, amplifying their impact. Beyond its ecological significance, the Bhavnagar coast holds immense cultural value. Near Koliak, the Nishkalank Mahadev temple, accessible only at low tide, draws thousands of devotees. Yet, rising sedimentation and pollution now threaten even this sacred site. The region holds untapped economic potential. Unique algal species found here have medicinal applications, while sustainable aquaculture and ecotourism could create livelihoods while preserving the ecosystem. However, government plans to sell parts of Pirambet for development raise concerns about its future. Striking a balance between economic growth and environmental conservation is essential. How can the rich biodiversity of the Bhavnagar coast be protected? How can industrial pollution be mitigated to restore marine health? How can this dynamic landscape be sustained for future generations?